Hi, welcome to Jadekind Gaming. I am Adam with another unboxing today. This will be more of the Spellbook cards. I'm getting close to getting the full set. I'm looking forward to it. I've started using them in in one of my games, being useful. So now I'm really trying to continue picking them up. Today I have the Bard Spellbook cards, and also the little deck of Monk Traditions, which aren't really spells, but whatever. I guess technically they are spells, but whatever. It's another one of the little mini decks, and basically these are the spells as needed for different classes in the 5th edition Player's Handbook for the Bard class, and then one of the Monk Traditions. I think technically one of them has most of these, and I think the Shadow Monk has like 1 or 2 that are in here. Anyways, we'll look at these. And we'll start with the little deck, because it's tiny. Oh no, I ripped it! I should use this. Alright. So, where's the back of the card? The Monk is 19 durable laminated cards. So, let's see. An easy way to get this open. Not particularly. Doodaloo. Well, this is embarrassing. There we go. Yep, this does not have that nice friendly pull tab that some card sets have. This is just plastic. Anyways, so for the Monk, they have their fist on the back, which, I don't know if you're aware, but in the Player's Handbook, if we find the Monk really quick, the Monk has that fist right at the top of the class there. But basically it has these spells. Most of these will be relevant to, right there, might as well look it up, the Way of the 4 Elements. Although I do believe the Way of Shadow, 1 or 2 of these might be from that as well. But basically the Monk has spell-like abilities. And this is a decent one to explain sort of the elements of the card. Has the name, and all the cards like this. They have the name. They have here. This one is a 2nd level evocation, so it has the level and type of magic, casting time, range, components, and duration. Then it gives pretty much the description of the spell. If it doesn't have room, like this one doesn't have room for the full thing, so they give basically a quick description and then the page number. And then if it gets better at higher levels, it'll also have a little box at the bottom for that. So that is the really quick, these are the 19 spells for Monk. So those are those, and then we get Bard. Bard, being a spellcaster, obviously has a lot more spells because it actually has like a spell list. So this would be all of the spells on the Bard's spell list. These are 2 different packs. Did much better that time, eh? Oh no, did I speak too soon? There's one. So yeah, have scissors or something handy when it's time to open these. And again, the back of them has the level and the symbol from the bard. If I find the bard really quick. It's on the other side. The bard entry has the same symbol at the top corner of the book. So, they begin with 0 level, so cantrips. And these are, I don't know if you can kind of tell, there's a bit of the glare. You can see there how they're like pretty much laminated. It's not bad. When I'm using them, I actually have them in the like card holders, like the 9 card pages that you can put in binders. So that's an extra layer of protection. But in general, they're pretty sturdy, and all of the new ones have the rounded corners. The first batch that they released did not, but they have changed that, and all the old ones that have been released since then have rounded corners, as well as all the new decks. In previous decks, they've stuck together more than this one is. I've had to break apart. Oh, there we go. There's 3 that, because the plastic is, the film that's coating them is very thick. And they do expand a bit once they've been broken apart. Not much, but just a little, because they are, they're thickly laminated cards. Like there. Yeah, they're colored for Bard. Pretty much each class has been given a color, and each one has the symbol on the back that matches. And they have, whatever, I could keep going through. But ultimately, for example, if a spell has a very long name, the font for the name gets very tiny. I've not seen that. Mordenkainen's Magnificent Mansion. Yeah, basically just carrying through. They got spells all the way up through 9th level for the Bard. So basically, it's the spell-like abilities for the monk, and then the actual spells for the Bard. And it's pretty much, it's a quick reference. It's the same information, sometimes slightly less, if it won't fit on the card, of what's in the book. But it is proven to be a wonderful quick reference to just have tucked away in the, in the character folders. I got you right there. I'll just show you. Here is one of my characters' folders. I have each one have a folder. Open it up. They have their character sheet and extra pages of notes here, and on this side is their spells. This person's a druid, so they have the druid spells. Not only could they take a dry or wet erase marker and mark on there if they need to, but it's also just really handy not to have to hand the player's handbook around. My table has one player's handbook. I'm the game master. I bought it. None of my players buy their own. I've seen information, find out other groups, the players buy their own player handbook. I'm like, oh, guys, you should do that. And they're like, no, we're good. You've got one. We'll just use that. And mine is falling apart from how much it's been used. It's literally fallen out of the binding because of how much it gets passed around the group. So the less it has to be referenced, the better. And the easier it is... I know that player, he doesn't even look in here for his spells. He just grabs the deck. So when they're all leveling up at once, he looks in, okay, it's just new spells this time. Or I just get a new spell. So he just grabs the deck and he hands it over. Someone else can level up while he's looking through the cards to do that part of his level. It is a wonderful reference for that. As a game master, I also will occasionally pull them so I don't have to either take pictures with my phone to reference or to put to the computer and print out sheets so I have reference for the spells. If I can just pull the spells out of one of the decks that I'm going to have the NPCs have, that way I can quickly reference it because whereas a player, they have a set number. I know these spells and I use them quite often. They have a better idea. As a game master, I don't have any idea most of the time about what a lot of the spells do. I'm running everything else. So just as a quick reference, it's also been beneficial for me as a game master. But yeah, so those were the Bard's Spellbook, and then the Monk Traditions little mini thing with the spell-like abilities that they have. And they're worded just like spells, and they function the same. So technically, if you had, if you don't have all of the decks, you can still pull, both of these classes get this same spell. You can pull it from their class and use it to reference. I've done that for some of the decks that I don't have for some of the players that need it. So at least they have some of their spells as quick reference. Anyways, yeah, so those were the decks that I got this time. I'm hoping to get more, somewhat soon. Hoping to complete that collection before new books come out that cause more decks to come out. But yeah, so I'll put links down below to where you can find them online, or of course, your friendly local gaming store. That's where I got one of these. But online is cheap. That's good. Support your local store. They're a good place to have around. Save some money. Whichever you want to do. But I'll have a link down below for online. You can check that out, or just go get it from your local gaming store. I think that's about it. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. Bye.